Hello, everybody. Hello. Jambo and karibu sana to my channel. My name is Sharon, aka Wabaraka. I know you people have waited for a long time for us. I have a very special guest today, and I can see you all starting to log in. So if you're there, let me know you're there. Let me know where you're watching from. You are very welcome. This is Baraka Reality Media. And if this is your first time, please feel at home, feel welcome. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. We are here to answer your questions. So I have a very special guest all the way from Canada. She is a very good friend of mine, a mentor, a sister, somebody that I look up to, somebody that is very, very key into my own life, and I really love her. So share this broadcast wherever you're watching me from. Share. Let people know that we are here. We are live. It is a live broadcast. And I'm going to be bringing our guest in a little bit. So as you're joining in, please let me know where you're joining in from. Yes, let me know where you're joining in from. Okay, so let's go bring our guest, and we'll let our guest introduce herself. Hi, Joyce.
I like that introduction. Hi, guys. How are you doing?
You're very welcome to Baraka Reality Media, Joyce.
Thank you so much for having me here.
You're very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So would you like to introduce yourself? And my video for some reason has frozen. I don't know if you can see me properly.
Yes, I can see you. I can
All
actually.
right. Okay. So would you like to introduce yourself, please, to my people? Let them know who you are and where you are.
Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Joyce, and they call me Joyce K Nurse on YouTube. And I live in Canada, originally from Kenya. So I'm here to answer your questions, to discuss immigration, so that we can give you guys better options. In case you're interested in immigration, we are here for you.
Thank you so much, Joyce. So we are live on YouTube and also on Facebook. So for those of you who may be watching me and you are on my Facebook channel, you please welcome. Let me know. Let me see your comments. I'm just looking to see if I can see any comments from you. But if you're watching, you are very welcome. You are also all very welcome. I can see people saying I'm from Mandera County. Someone else from Machakos. Joyce is rebranding herself nowadays. I don't know what you mean by that, Dominic. Joyce is here. She will let us know how she's rebranding herself. Yeah, but anyway, the reason why we wanted to do this is because there are many opportunities to immigrate either to Canada or to UK. And I invited Joyce here so that we can give maybe some information and you guys can make an informed decision whether it's going to be Canada or whether it's going to be the UK. Joyce talks a lot in her channel, so you can go find her out on her YouTube channel. It's Joyce K Nurse Canada. You can go look for her, see the information that she shares, and support her. Do not forget to subscribe whilst you're on her channel. And also when you're on my channel, also do not forget to subscribe. So Joyce,
Yes, dear.
where do we start? Let's start with Canada. How can people come to Canada if people are interested?
Canada is a very good country, Sharon.
Yeah.
Canada is, I always like telling people that it's the land of milk and honey. Whatever you have always desired, you'll find it in Canada. If you want good life, security, good education for your kids, improved infrastructure, if you want support in any way, social assistance by the government, if you're seeking for help in terms of asylum, you will find a safe place in Canada.
Wow, wow, beautiful, beautiful. I've never
Yes.
been to Canada. I know there's a lot of snow there, and that's one of the reasons that I'd like to come to Canada, just to see the snow, because you get heaps and heaps of it. We don't get that here in the UK.
Yeah, it's
We
very
do
cold.
get some snow, but it's not as much as you get in Canada.
It's very cold. But you know, there's a province in Canada where they don't experience snow. There's a province called British Columbia. It's next to Seattle in the US.
Okay.
So they never, and if they get snow, is very minimal. So if people want to immigrate to Canada and they don't want to experience the very cold weather, they can always move to British Columbia.
Oh, lovely. So British Columbia, that sounds like one of the British colonies.
Yes.
Ah, no wonder the name. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. So
Mm.
people, Joyce, are saying that, hello, beautiful ladies, I'm from South Africa. So we're being joined by people from South Africa.
Wow.
Somebody thinks that me and you, we look alike.
Yeah, we are sisters.
She's my sister from another mother.
Yeah.
Believe you me, we've never met.
Mhm.
We only meet on this social
On
media,
these streets of online.
on these streets of online. We've never physically met, but I can't wait for the day that I'll meet you, Joyce. You're
Me
such a
too.
lovely
Thank you.
person, such a good soul.
Thank
Okay,
you.
someone else is watching us from Qatar,
Mhm.
and it's Joseph saying that you're doing good by enlightening people, and I think I will join you soon. So
Welcome. Welcome, Joseph.
Joseph is going to be joining you in Canada.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, someone is joining us from Nakuru. It's the newest city in the world. By the way, I heard that now Nakuru is a city. Have you heard that, Joyce? That Nakuru is now a
I'm
city.
already there. I'm not just had. I'm already there.
I heard that.
Burati Maguta Maguta, we have to be there.
Burati Maguta Maguta.
Yeah, it's a city now. Remember what our fathers used to tell us, that Nairobi used to be a forest, and
Yeah.
they're always wishing if they had bought land.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same for Nakuru.
It's going to be the same for Nakuru.
Yeah, you better run.
Wow. 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 That's amazing. That is very, very beautiful. So,
Mm-hmm.
so Joyce, let's get into this topic about immigrating. So you've touched a little bit about how people can immigrate to the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, UK, Canada, and you've
Mm-hmm.
spoken about the different ways. But just for the sake of somebody that is new to my channel and they've not heard you talk, would you please briefly touch about the various ways that people can come to Canada?
Okay. You guys, I know most of you must have heard me talk about Canada immigration, but today I'm going to give you a summary, and then maybe we are going to try and compare Canada and UK so that you guys can make informed decision. I know most people maybe would like to go to the UK, others would want to come to Canada. So when you have both me and Sharon, then you will have, you'll have choices to make. So for Canada immigration, they use a method called express entry. That is the mother of all. So express entry, they use like points. So they look for how qualified you are in terms of education. They look at your age. They look at your years of experience. They look at your level of education. They look at your English proficiency. You have to challenge English. If you're somebody that speaks French, you can also challenge the French exam. So when they put all those points together, it's called sixth grade factor. When they put all those factors together, they now assess you and see whether you are eligible to come. So you're supposed to get at least 450 points. If you cannot get that, then you can always go to the provinces, look for a job in the provinces, and then the job is going to increase your points. The job is going to give you like 600 points, and that way you'll be able to qualify to come to Canada at the express entry. If not that, you can also come to Canada maybe and student. You can also come as a student. You can come to Canada as a visitor. Canada at the moment is the only country where you can be able to convert your visitor's visa into a work permit.
Wow.
And this window is available until next year, February. So it was, the deadline was initially for this year, February, but they have extended it to next year, February. So people can take advantage, come as a visitor, and then look for a job, convert this visitor's visa into a work permit, and then you can work here for 1 year. After 1 year, you can apply for your PR. If not
What
that,
is BR?
PR is permanent resident.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Permanent
so
resident is like the green card in the US.
after 1 year?
After 1 year, they just need, after you work here for 1 year, you enter a class called Canada Experience class. Canada Experience class requires you to work here for 1 year, even as an international student. You can come study here. I always encourage people to come and study maybe in community colleges. You come maybe look for a course for 1 year, 2 years. When they give you that postgraduate work permit, you can work here for 1 year minimum, and then you can apply for permanent resident.
Wow.
So those are some of the ways that you can come to Canada.
Wow, that's very different from the UK. And Joyce, you're right. I think Canada is one of very many countries that will allow anybody to come as a visitor and then convert that visitor visa into a working visa. In the UK, that doesn't happen.
Even in the US, it doesn't happen. Even here, it was only opened during COVID-19.
Okay.
Before, it was not there.
All right.
But because, during COVID-19 and until now, they have extended it up to next year. We don't know whether it's going to be there forever, so people can take advantage before it gets expired. Absolutely. And I've done a very good video on step-by-step how people can apply for visitors visa on their own. You don't need to use an agent, guys, because agents are very expensive. But I know there are those people who cannot go even on a computer to do applications on their own.
Yeah.
You can always use an agent. But as long as you can be able to use a computer, you can watch our videos and apply on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's very true. That is the same thing I tell my people. Because the UK has opened opportunities for people to come and work here, there are people that are taking advantage. They're charging people a lot of money, I have heard. And you don't need to pay anybody to do these applications for you. You can do it for yourself and save on that money. There is a fee to the government if you want to come here in the UK. And that's the only fee that I'm aware that you're supposed to pay. Any other fee?
For the government, yes.
For the government, that's the only fee. But guys, you have heard, if you want to immigrate to Canada, I think that is one of the easiest ways. You just get a visitor's visa, and then when you get there, get a job, and you can change your visa into a working visa. You stay for 1 year. That's very good again, because here in the UK, they are giving people, so right now they've changed the skilled worker visa, and the lowest is 3 years. But that doesn't mean that you will get permanent residency. You will still need to fulfill a continuous period of 5 years before you can get residency here. So guys, those are opportunities for you. You don't have to rely on one country. You can decide whether it is the UK, and if the UK is not for you, then you can hear all those opportunities that Canada is giving, has opened, and you can take advantage of those opportunities. Joyce said that it is going to end February next year, so it's been extended for another 1 year. So take advantage. Go into her channel, look at how you can make an application for visitors visa. Look at how you can make an application for visitors visa and apply.
And for visitors visa, it doesn't require you to have any education. As long as you can prove you have enough funds and you have got enough ties to show that you'll go back to your home country, you can always, I always think a visitor's visa is by luck. It's by luck.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. So we've got people watching us from Somalia. Someone is saying, Frederick, he would like to come to Canada. That is his next home in Jesus' name. Amen to that. We wish you all the very best. So take advantage, Frederick. Go to Canada and apply for that permanent residency whilst those opportunities are still available. Watching from Nigeria, so you can see we are being watched all over the globe from Nigeria.
Wow.
And thank you very much. He also prays that they will travel one day. Amen. Beautiful ladies, you're doing an amazing job. Watching from Nairobi, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. Joyce, someone says you look very good in those braids.
Thank you.
Do you get people talking on braids? Do you get people to do the braids in Canada? African people who normally does your hair?
Yeah, but they're very expensive.
Okay.
You charge they charge like 150 for braids.
Oh, 150 what, dollars?
Canadian dollars.
So if someone is
shillings, 12,000.
So if someone is a beautician, someone is a hairdresser, they'll
Hey,
come and make a lot of money there.
will not need to be employed. Yeah, they'll make good money.
They'll make good money there.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, thank you very much, guys, for your support. Someone is saying, how easy is it to get a job as a visitor in Canada?
Well, it's not easy, because I don't like telling people that it's easy. Then when they come here, they cannot find it. You know, immigration, Sharon, is very hard. Migration, even if you were to move from Kenya to Tanzania or to Uganda, it's not easy.
No.
But it requires people who are determined, people who are focused. When you come here, I always advise people, look for lawyers. When you land in a country, not just in Canada, when you go to UK and you don't know anybody, look for offices for lawyers. Tell them, I'm here as a visitor and I know there's a pathway I can change this. They always have those jobs, and they're always connected to recruiters.
Yeah.
So always look for an office for law, like a law firm, because you're very sure there you can never get conned. And then that way you can always get help. And then you pay them. Yeah.
Wow, wow. You're right, Joyce. Immigration is not one of the easiest thing, and
It's
it
not
needs
easy. Yeah.
no, and it needs a lot of patience. So there are people who want to make an application today, come tomorrow, and get a
it's
job
not
by
easy.
next week. So
It's not easy.
guys, realistically, it doesn't work like that. You're gonna have to be patient with the process. But once you're in the process and you're following the right steps, you're following the right advice that has been given to you, then it is possible. Nothing is impossible. Wow. So you spoke a little bit about students, people that want to come as students.
Yes.
How easy is it to come as a student?
Coming as a student is a very good pathway. People say that it's a temporary visa, just like visitor's visa. But Canada is one of the few countries that you can, I think UK also, you can be able to come here and then get a postgraduate work permit, work here for 1 year, and then apply for permanent resident. I know that one is not in the US, but I know it's in the UK. Yeah.
Well, in the UK, they've actually now just changed the rules. I'll come back with an update, because since April 6th of April, the UK government has updated the immigration rules, and one of the things that has been affected is the student visa. Those who come here on a student visa, because before they used to be allowed to work for only 20 hours.
Yes.
It is only now they have been allowed to work, as long as they may be working for the NHS, they can work for more than 20 hours.
Wow,
that has only just started in April. So if you're there and you're interested, I'll be coming up with that update, and I'll give you that information. So for those of you who are students, you're already here in the UK, the rules have changed from 6th of April, and you can now work for more than 20 hours as long as you're working for the NHS. There are those jobs in the shortage occupation list, actually, that you can still make an application and you can work. Now, the good thing is, if you get that job, by the time you finish your studies, you can now then switch. You can apply to switch into a work visa.
Okay. It's the same as Canada. Yeah,
it's the same as Canada.
Yeah,
but that has only recently changed. It was not like that before.
Okay, I think they're making it easier because, with Corona, they got a lot of shortage for human labor.
Yeah.
So, and that's why Canada is using that one for visitors. They're allowing them to convert. It's just a way of, they cannot tell us that they're lessening the rules, but they're just portraying that they have got challenges in finding manpower.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, these countries have got a huge population of the aging group. And of course, there are so many who are retiring. So they need replacement.
Yeah.
And the population is small. Yeah, the population is small.
Absolutely. So, I think COVID came, it was in a positive way for some of these things, because, there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors that has been opened. But also in the UK is not only because of that, it's also because the UK exited Brexit. Again, people who haven't watched my videos, they can go back and watch. So before, the UK used to be part of the EU. And in 2021, January, they exited Brexit, so they are no longer part of the EU, if I just speak like that in a layman's language. And a lot of people who are from the EU left the UK, and they went back to their EU countries of origin, which meant that there was shortage of labor here in the UK. And then the other thing is they changed the rules to make the people that were coming here on a free movement, people from the EU, they had a free movement. They were told they needed to apply for a visa. They needed a visa just like anybody else. So
Yeah.
people were discouraged, and that's the reason why there's all those gaps that you are seeing. And now the UK is noticing that there is shortage, and that's why they've now opened up all these opportunities to the rest of the world to
Yeah.
try and bring people. They've done the visa that they have introduced that is the quickest and the maybe easiest way to come to the UK is the care visa.
Yes.
Where they allow
The carer.
the carer visa, yeah, you just come and work here as a carer. And all the visas, all the jobs that have been opened in the UK, they're calling them skilled visa. So I keep getting questioned by people telling me to tell them, what is this unskilled visa? There's nothing like unskilled work. Everything is skilled. Even that care job is a skilled job. So as long as you meet the minimum threshold or qualification, the education that you should have is A level, and have some experience about caring. What they're doing is they're putting people in homes. So here, and I'm sure that's the same thing with Canada, the elderly people used to go to facilities, but now they are moving away from that to allow people to be cared in their own homes.
In their, or even here, it's the same way. The
Yeah,
same, yeah.
yeah, which is better for the elderly people, for the
Yes.
vulnerable people, because they're being looked after in an environment that is familiar to them. When they go into care homes, most of them do not survive for long. And so I think that the UK has now found that letting them being cared in their own homes has a benefit. And that's the
Yes.
reason why there's all these opportunities.
Oh yeah, because because at home they'll need more people, because each home will require a separate carer.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
work
it
in
makes
shifts.
sense. Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, because they work in shifts. So you have like a rotational shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
For
that's
Canada, we also have a program like that.
uh-huh.
Here they call them home support workers.
Okay.
We have got two of them: home support worker and child caregivers. Child caregiver is for any child below 18 years.
Uh-huh.
And then home support worker is for anybody as long as you want to take care of their homestead. So those two programs, but they require you to look for a sponsor, a
Yeah.
family sponsor.
Yeah.
If you find a family sponsor, you'll need to work for them for 2 years, 24 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you qualify to apply for permanent residency like immediately. It's
Yeah.
automatic. Yes. That one
Wow.
is also a very good pathway.
Wow.
Mm,
Wow.
mm.
Okay, someone Joyce is asking, as a visitor visa, how much money do you need in your bank account?
I always say Canadian $8,000 average. But you
Mm-hmm.
know, for our visitors, it depends. Where are you coming to stay? If you're coming to stay in a 5-star hotel and that's what you have provided as your itinerary, then you need to show that you can afford.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're coming to stay for 2 weeks, you're going to provide more proof of funds compared to somebody who is coming here for 3 days.
Yeah.
All these factors, if I'm hosting you and I have provided my bank statements as proof that I will host you and I'll provide for you, then your statement will be less.
Yeah.
So that's why I always say an average of 8,000, depending on what other things that are surrounding it.
Okay. So that's 8,000 Canadian dollars. Because we are being watched from all over the world, it's going to be difficult for us to convert that. So you convert that on your own currency, depending on what your currency exchange rate is to the Canadian dollars, and you will see how much money you will need. Okay,
Yes.
so someone is asking, Ndi Wandeme, is it allowed to come to the UK as a carer and switch visa to my career like accountant after a year or so? So What I have had is people are making application. Again, just for disclaimers here, and I think we should have done this, Joyce, from the beginning, is that we are not immigration advisors. We're here to help
Yes.
you make an informed decision because of the information that we know or the knowledge that we know, but this is not immigration advice. But what
Yes.
I have had is people are making application to come here as a carer because that's the quickest and the easiest way to make an application to come to the UK. Once you're here, then you look for another job, you look for another employer or sponsor. So they're being called sponsors here in the UK. Look for another sponsor. If they agree to sponsor you, then you can move into that sponsor and do that job. But it is possible. I've had a few people say that they have done that, mostly, especially for those who were coming as nurses. They apply to come here as a carer. Then they ended up making an application by the NHS as nurses. They got the job and they left their care job and went to do nursing job. So I believe it would work the same thing even for accountancy. So why not? As long as you get that job, you get an employer that is willing to give you a sponsorship certificate, then I believe by all means that is possible. I think one of the things I had, and I will be bringing an employer here, an employer here in the UK. They'll give you information on what they're looking at when they're giving you those sponsorship visas. Remember, your employer will have paid a lot of money to the government so that they can sponsor you. So don't give them reason to think that you will come and then after some time
Change. Yeah.
change. Then you're giving them all the reasons not to give you that job. So if you're
Yes.
planning to do that, you have to be very careful. You have to be wise. All right. So Joyce, what other ways? So apart from the student visa and the job opportunities, what about marriage? Is that something that
Yeah.
somebody can do?
Spousal sponsorship.
Uh-huh.
As long as you can prove that you have dated a Canadian or a permanent resident in Canada for at least 1 year, you can
Okay.
prove in terms of showing you have been texting each other on WhatsApp, on Facebook, you have got pictures you have taken together, as in you can show you have had a relationship consistently for 1 year.
Yeah.
Then they can allow you either to come here to do the wedding, or you go to their country and do a wedding, and then you start the process for for immigration as a sponsor. You can do that. You can
So
hook up. You can hook up with Canadians on their websites if you want to have those dating sites. I've seen people do that successfully.
yeah.
So it's also
So
a pathway.
So will somebody come as a fiance, or how will they get married? Do they come and get married in Canada?
They'll initially come as a fiancé.
All right, and
Then
then
once
once.
they're here, they can come and process the wedding.
Wow,
Mm,
wow,
mm,
wow.
yeah.
So guys, look out for those Canadian guys.
Canadians are very good, Sharon. They're very good. They're very good people, very kind.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow, wow. That is amazing, Joyce. And
Mhm.
also in the UK, that is also very possible. So if you want to come to the UK, remember we told you guys that we are comparing between the two, between Canada and UK. In the UK, if you've got somebody who is maybe a boyfriend of yours, or a fiance, you can come on a fiance visa. And then when you get here, you do a wedding. If you come on a fiance visa, you have to do a wedding within 6 months of
Even
arrival in
here,
the UK.
yeah, even here is
Even
the
there,
same.
six
Yes,
months.
6 months. Yes.
Yeah. But
Mm.
if then the person that you're getting married to travels to your country of origin, they can come, you do a wedding in your country of origin, and then you can apply now for a spouse visa directly from your
Yes.
country of origin. So you just do one application instead of two applications.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same here. It's the same.
Ah,
Mm. So if
fabulous.
somebody was torn between coming to Canada and going to the UK, I think they are equally the same. But I think in the UK you're going to earn more money because the UK dollar is strong. It's stronger.
Yeah, yeah, the
The
pound
pound.
is it's
Mm.
strong at the moment. I think the last time I checked, it was changing with 150. I don't know how much.
What?
When this is to Kenya shillings, how much is a Canadian
What?
dollar?
94.
Oh wow, yeah.
94. The highest I've seen is 98.
What? Wow, we just had it 150.
Canadian is very weak compared even to
Ah,
the US. US
so
is stronger.
the pound is stronger, definitely stronger then.
I also think people should also consider living cost. How is the living cost compared to Canada?
So again, it depends. It varies on which area. So I'll give an example, maybe between London and Manchester. I live in Manchester myself. The
Mm-hmm.
cost of living in Manchester is less than the cost of living in London.
Uh-huh.
However, life
Uh-huh.
in London is very congested as compared to life in Manchester, because in Manchester is kind of like the what I don't want to call it rural, because it will sound like it is not a very nice place, but it is a
Yeah.
bit, the life is slower, it's not fast paced
Uh-huh.
compared to life in London or life in those big cities. So
Oh.
it all really varies. Again, the houses also differ depending on which area you end up living.
Mm-hmm.
And the bills, or the bills are usually the same.
Mm-hmm.
So what is different is the houses, the size of the houses, and
What is
the
the cost of houses? Like buying a home, like a four
so
bedroom home?
maybe if you're buying a home, a standard home here in the UK, you can get a home from up to 150, a nice modern home, 150,000.
Oh, that's cheaper than Canada.
In London, for the same size of home, it
Uh-huh.
will be double that. You'll be looking at about 300,000 pounds.
Oh, then I think
So
Ontario is like London.
yeah.
Ontario is like London because in Ontario, a standard home like of four bedroom, 5 bedroom is 500,000,
Mm-hmm.
which is like 350 pound.
Oh wow, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so
How
it all
about
very
the living
depends.
cost
Again,
per
if you
month?
find, yeah, no, 150 is the cost of the house, and then you then pay the mortgage. So you
No,
could be
I'm
paying
saying
for
that
a
the living
mortgage.
cost, the expenses per month for a standard home, like an
This the
average home of four people.
an average home of 4 people, you'll be spending about 1,500 pounds per month.
For expenses,
Yeah, everything plus the mortgage plus the food, everything included. We're talking about maybe 1,500 to maybe around 2,000.
it's the same. It's the same here.
Yeah, this is here in Manchester though. In London, you're talking about maybe from 2000 and plus going forward.
Oh.
So it all really depends. And again, it also depends on the kind of home. If you bought a modern home in London, it's going to be more expensive. If you've bought a
Mm.
modern home in Manchester, like in a nice area in Manchester, you could
Mm.
also be paying similar, 1,500 pounds per month to around 1,800 pounds per month. Again, the good thing about the UK is there is social housing, which
Mhm.
makes life very, very easy.
Mhm.
So if you are not working, you
Mhm.
have children, you
Mhm.
can qualify and maybe end up with a house from the council. And those homes are also nice homes.
Even here.
They are less costly. You're
Mhm.
looking at less than £1,000,
Mm. Here you can
which
even pay 100 per month for a
yeah,
four
which
bedroom. For a 4 bedroom.
a 4 bedroom, very affordable.
Mm.
Yeah, and here in the UK, when you live in those council houses, after 5 years, you can then decide you want to buy your home, and you can buy it off the council at a very affordable price again.
Wow. Here you cannot
Yeah.
buy it. You cannot buy it, but you can always if your son is like 16 years and above, you can always
Uh-huh.
transfer to your son.
Ah,
Until
right. Okay.
yeah.
So
Mm.
here, when you have older children, when they turn what, some even up to 17 years,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want them in their home, they can go and get their own house.
Even here, 16 years and above. Yeah.
Yeah, 16 years and above, they can go and get their own house. So they'll get a 1 bedroom house, the flat, or
Yes.
yeah, but
Yes.
not a house.
Even
Houses are reserved for those who have families.
families. Even here, it's the same.
Ah,
Mm. Mm.
right. Okay. So let's answer some questions. Joyce, I see some questions here coming through. So
Mm-hmm.
someone is saying, how do I go about making an application either to Canada or to US? I think they meant the UK. So
Mm-hmm.
Purity, I'm going to send you into our channels because there's a lot of information that there is on my channel, Baraka Reality Media. Also, if you want to consider going to Canada, log in into Joyce's channel, Joyce K Nurse Canada, and you will see information on how to make applications to either the UK or Canada. It's different processes, so it's going to take a long
Depends on
time.
which pathway they want to use, because a person who is qualifying to come as a student is not the same person who will come here as maybe as an express entry or as a visitor. So depending on which path, because this is a general question she has asked, we don't know what is her education background.
No.
If she's not educated, we may now advise her to look for pathways that may suit her. So people are different depending on your background.
So Purity, it depends on what you're immigrating. But again, there's a lot of information on both of our channels. So please go and look for those content, see whether any of them meet your requirement. And if not, you can contact us. You are on Facebook, Joyce, aren't you?
Yes, I'm on Facebook as Joyce Canada on Facebook. Yes.
Okay, so on Joyce Canada, and if you're on my channel, you can contact me. You know, one of the things, Joyce, and I don't know if that's the same thing with you, I get lots and lots and lots of DMs, hundreds. Like I wake up every day and there's hundreds of messages. And sometimes, guys, let me be honest with you, it is very difficult to respond to each and every question. If I see a question and I can, tell the urgency of that, I will pick up that question and I will respond. But there are many, many of them that I do not respond because it will be maybe asking the same question that I have already spoken in my videos. So I always tell people, go back, watch the content before you ask any question. Otherwise, it's going to be a repetition of the same information that we've already shared.
Yeah. Also, when they do the DM, like currently, I'm dealing with questions on my Instagram, Joyce K Nurse Canada on Instagram. But I always advise people, when you're sending a message, be detailed. Because some people say, Joyce, I want to come to Canada, please help me. So then I'm like, I have to send her a message and tell her, please tell me what you have. And then now I have to go back, read the same message. You see, it's going to be very hard. Even an email. When you send me an email, be very comprehensive. Tell me, I'm this age, I have got these qualifications, I have got this working experience. When I read such a text, I don't hesitate. I tell you, do this. So sometimes when you send a message, let it be very comprehensive. Include everything that you know may help somebody to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Joyce. And for those of you who send messages and the only thing you say is hi.
Hi. So many of them are hi.
Those are the ones that get ignored because you're not serious. And we don't want to ignore you. And then you start complaining we are not responding to you. So yeah, I agree with you, Joy. Somebody is asking, what is the website to get them? I really don't understand that question. Please, what is the website to get them? I don't know what you mean. So if you can just make your question more clearer and we'll see whether we can help you. Okay, so Purity is back again. She's asking, which link can I use to apply for UK? So Purity, the UK has a lot of employers, so it's not going to be one link. There's a lot of employers that has been added in the shortage occupation list. In my videos in Baraka Reality Media, I have spoken about different employers that you can approach depending on, again, what you want to come and work as, what you want to come here and do. So if you follow my guidelines in all my videos, you're going to see that information. I'll send it to Baraka Reality Media. Listen to those videos, listen to the contents about coming to work, if it is coming to work that you want to come and work. And then we can answer your questions after that, because it's different. Like Joyce was saying, it's different employers, it's different pathways, and I really don't know what exactly you are looking for. So I cannot tell you that there is one particular link that you need to apply. No, there's hundreds and hundreds of employers that the UK government has added, people that can give you a sponsorship certificate, and there is a threshold that you will need to meet. Okay, let's go to the next question. Another question for UK. Can you rent a house with other people and perhaps share a room with your spouse for the same amount of rent, or both of you need what you'll be required to pay? How does it work? Okay, so I'll answer that question. In the UK, it's very possible to rent a house with other people. So it's called sharing. It's called a shared house. You can share with other people and split the rent between yourselves. However, number of people, say maybe it's a 4-bedroom house, you can split the rent into 4 people to make it easier for you. It is possible to do that, and people do that. So you pay the same amount of rent.
Even in Canada, it's the same. People have shared accommodation. Yeah.
Fantastic. So another question. I have been following you, Joyce, for a long time. I'm trying my best. Can I get an employer on my hair career who is able to sponsor? Someone heard about your hair thing, how much you pay for the hair.
No, you cannot get somebody to hire you under. I've not seen a program for hair, but I've seen another one for massage. If you are a massage therapist, there's a pathway for you. It's going to be under trades. There's a pathway for trades, Sharon, here.
Yeah.
Trades is the one for people with skills. I know most people in Kenya, they say like hair is non-skilled. It's not non-skilled. It is skilled. Even the plumber, the electrician, the people in construction, all those people are under skilled immigrant, but there's a category called trades. Now that one, they just need you to have secondary education and then a job offer. If you can find a genuine job offer, you're good to go. But guys should be warned that there are so many scammers, especially in Nairobi. There are so many scammers giving fake job offers. And when they come to me, they have already paid money, and it's a big loss. Guys, if somebody wants to give you a job offer, it should be for free. You should not pay anything to get a job offer. It should be for free.
Yeah, and that's what I keep telling people as well. If somebody is employing you, they are employing you, you come and work for them. So you don't really need to pay your employer to come and work for them.
No, they know you need a job. You don't have money to pay them.
Exactly.
They should even be sponsoring you.
Exactly. They should be sponsoring you because they need you more than you need them.
People have been conned. There are also other scammers who come on our videos on the comment section, and then you guys engage them. Don't engage those people. They come and say, oh, I'm an immigration consultant, or I went to Canada and I found this person who helped me. And then you start engaging them on the comments. That's how you get conned.
Yeah.
If the information is not from us, don't engage. People have become thieves. I mean, I think this economy has made a lot of people to qualify as thieves. Scammers.
I'm telling you, Joyce, somebody contacted me the other day and they were telling me that there is somebody, this is someone who is in Kenya, charging them 50,000 pounds, 50,000 Kenya shillings to do a course on care. And I was like, 50,000, that's a lot of money. First of all, let me tell you, there's no guarantee that you're going to get a job because everybody has to pass through the same process. Once you've done that care course, whatever it is that these people are asking you to do, that is not your qualification to come to the UK. You then need to look for an employer, a sponsor, who is going to agree to sponsor you. If you don't get a sponsor and you've already spent 50,000 and there is some money that you need to pay to the UK government, you're already out of pocket by the time you finish the whole process. So people need to be wise. And you again, something else you touched there, Joyce, about the skilled worker. You touched about the plumbers, those who are in trades. In the UK is the same. It's skilled worker. It's skilled visa. And there isn't anything as unskilled. People need to stop reducing, themselves to like, I am unskilled laborer. That doesn't, it doesn't.
Plaiting hair like this, it's skilled.
It's skilled.
Highly skilled.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So someone is asking, can I get a job with an Kenyan education qualification in the UK? So the rule is you have to have A-level certificate, and A-level is the equivalent of a college degree, a college certificate or a diploma. That is the lowest education the UK is asking for. So if you have just a Kenyan secondary education qualification, it is likely you might not qualify. I'm very sorry, but that is what the rule says. And then someone else is asking the website to get to the Canadian citizenship, guys, for hookup. Okay, but I think they're asking, they want to be hooked with the Canadian website.
It's canada.ca. It has to be, because there are so many websites on Google. You can go and find immigration.ca, Canada. There are so many things that looks like they are true, but they're not genuine.
Yeah.
The only genuine immigration website is canada.ca. Then when you go to canada.ca, you'll find the official website, which is IRCC. If it's not canada.ca, then you don't even apply for jobs outside canada.ca.
Yeah. Fantastic. So someone is saying, for the caregiver visa, could you kindly elaborate? Do you need to be a nurse? No, you do not need to be a nurse. I was just giving an example because somebody asked whether you can come here as a carer and then switch into another category. So for care visa, you do not need to be a nurse. You only need to have some caring experience.
Yeah.
You need to pass English. There is the IELTS, and I'm sure that's the same thing you were saying, Joyce.
Yes.
There's a level of English you have to pass to be able to qualify for that visa. And plus, you also need to have a sponsor, somebody that is willing to give you that job. That is the only thing you need. With the care jobs, actually, that is the lowest because they're not even really fast about that much of an experience. As long as you can demonstrate that you can look after vulnerable people, they're not
you can speak
fast.
English. You know what? When I was starting my YouTube channel last year, I was pleading with people to go and do IELTS. And that time it was around 250 Canadian dollars. That's like 25,000 Kenya shillings. And it was so easy for you to book for an exam. Right now, I think the whole of this year is full.
Yeah.
It's full. It's fully booked. So unless you book for next year. So guys, it's always good whenever we tell you to do something, run with it. Because people have been postponing just because 25. Right now, I think it's 28,000 or more. I think it's around that.
Wow.
So people should do IELTS, get ready, and then there's no other way. Even for Canada, for UK, you have to have IELTS.
And you know, I keep telling people, Joyce, they don't need to wait to get a job and then run to do IELTS. If you can do IELTS before, because that certificate does not expire to my knowledge.
It expires after 2 years.
After 2 years? So if you can be doing that, you know, find the IELTS certificate, and then within those 2 years, look for a job, hope that you're going to get a job.
2 years. Yes.
Because otherwise, you might go to make an application for that course and find it is filled and there's no vacancies, and then you still end up losing in both ways.
Yes.
And that is a requirement. I remember, Joyce, also when I first started talking about ways of immigrating to the UK, they didn't have even things like the care visa. These are things that have been added.
Yeah.
So they keep adding employment. I mean, the categories of jobs into the shortage occupation list. They remove those that they don't have. They add those that they need. You know, it goes on like that. So when we come here, guys, and we tell you some of these opportunities come once and for all, it's a once a lifetime opportunity. And if it goes, it goes. Like now, this care job I'm telling you about, maybe to run for a particular time, and then they close. That's what they normally does. They will go for a short period and then close it.
And I think some countries like Kenya now, they are limiting how many people they can immigrate to UK. You know, the government is also concerned. There's no way Kenya government is going to allow everybody to immigrate.
Absolutely.
So
if everybody wants to go.
When they give you that, I think amber, right now there's amber. That's like
right now
they're almost giving you red.
Yeah, this is amber. And that actually hasn't even come from the Kenyan government or the UK government. That is something that has come from World Health Organization. Because they look at how many of those professionals are immigrating from that country into the UK. But, you know, they know that those professionals are needed in their own countries.
Yes.
So there is no way World Health Organization will allow all the professionals to leave Kenya to come to the UK and leave Kenya without the people that really need it. That is
Then
why
you
Kenya
can do
has
it
been put in the amber list.
Yes. The earlier
And
you
many
can
other
do it, the better.
countries. Okay, so there's a question for Canada here, Joyce. If I want to come to Canada as a student, can I borrow money from someone else and put it in my account for 6 months prior to my travel and use an immigration lawyer to assist me through? I don't
Yes,
know
you
how
can
to
do
answer
that
that
as
one.
long as you can prove where the money came from. Because for the money to enter your account, you have to show maybe your parents gave you, and even sometimes you can even use your parents' bank statements for 6 months.
Yeah.
I have done a very good video. There's a channel I do on YouTube called Joyce K Canada Study Abroad for students.
Okay.
So I have done a very good video on the list of the documents that you need to prove that you have got enough funds. Sometimes you may even need to provide logbook, some property like title deeds, like your parents, your sponsor can be your parents, can be your relatives, and then their conditions.
Yeah.
So watch that video because each country is different. I've realized like the European countries, they don't need the money to be there for 6 months. You can even transfer yesterday and use that today as proof of funds. But for Canada, the money need to be there for 6 months. So it
Yeah.
depends with countries. Different countries ask for different requirements.
Yeah, they do. But also, guys have to be very careful about money laundering. So if you've got all this big sum of money and prior to that, that's why for in the UK, they will ask you for like 6 months bank statement.
Yes.
So if you've got that chunk of money and they can see before there was 000 in the
Yes.
account, and then
Yes.
all of a
Where
sudden you
did
have
you
a
get
big
the money
chunk of
from? Yeah.
money, it is quite suspicious. They will think maybe there's some money laundering business going on, and that will only put you in trouble. Yeah. Wow. I see still people are asking questions, but our time is really gone, Joyce.
Yeah.
So let me just ask this one more question here. So my question is, if you don't have any career like caregiving, which other way can you get to the UK or Canada when not skilled in any way? And if you know nobody from here, so maybe both UK or Canada, so they want to immigrate, they don't have any skills, they don't have any experience, what
The
other
people
ways?
cannot tell us they don't have experience, not in Africa. You want to tell us you have never cared for anybody in Africa? No, you guys, you have to be smart.
Yeah.
Africa, we are always caring for the old people. You have a grandmother you have taken care of. You can even go and volunteer in those home setups. Go and volunteer in those hospitals, even for a few months, and then they can give you recommendation.
And that
You
is your
don't have to go
experience.
to Aga Khan. You don't have to go to Nairobi hospitals. There are so many even small hospitals, community hospitals in the rurals.
Yeah.
Go and volunteer, guys. When it is an opportunity like this one, you cannot keep saying that you don't have it, and you have been saying you don't have it for the last 1 year. You should have gone maybe to experience and to volunteer, so that you can increase the opportunities for your immigration.
Yeah.
So even for Canada, they need you to have worked for 1 year, show experience for 1 year.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that you have cared for somebody for 1 year.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's so many questions, just there's no way we can answer all these questions. So I'm going to send you guys into either Baraka Reality Media. Let me get rid of this question first. Either go to Baraka Reality Media or go to Joyce K Nurse Canada. There's a lot of information that you're going to get there on ways that you can immigrate either to the UK or to Canada, and use the information. We'll keep uploading information each time, and you can take advantage, use the information that has been given to you to immigrate to the UK. Again, there's many ways, like Joyce was saying. It's not just the work visa, there's also the spouse route. If you get somebody who is living here and they're a citizen and you get married to them, or you're their boyfriend, that also is another way. Student visa, visitor visa, you don't need any experience, especially to Canada. I think that's one of the easiest and the best ways I have had. You can go as a visitor. If you're lucky enough, get a job, you can convert. And after 1 year, you can even get permanent residency. That is in Canada, and that is very, very good. So, Joyce,
Yes.
your parting words. What are you going to tell my viewers?
My parting word is that we are in a season that God has opened a window for people to immigrate. We don't know what is going to happen after this. So if you have got an opportunity to immigrate and you have been wanting to immigrate, don't postpone for so long. Just take whatever we are giving you, run with it. And then I wish you guys all the best. You can, if you want to talk to me, like my information is for free. I don't have consultancy. But like if you have a very burning questions, I can check you in the next 1 hour on my Instagram, Joyce K Nurse Canada. Just inbox me. I'll be there replying for the next 1 hour or 45 minutes, and then we'll be good. But don't just say hi. Please explain what you need, and then I'll help you. Yes. Bye, guys. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you, everybody that has logged on to this live broadcast. Thank you because of your love. Thank you because of your support. You guys are the reason that we keep coming to give you this information. Without you, we would not even be here. Whilst you're still on here, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and God is going to bless you. So, and until the next time, guys, for now, I say, Baraka.